Alright, welcome back to Inazuma 11. This is episode 11, and Kito's in a snit about something. He just bowled over one of those suit guys.
Aren't they like teachers or something?
I think the school has its own bodyguards.
This is the Empire, remember?
Right.
Also, Dark has like the impossibly thin face, and it weirds me out every time I have to look at his sprite.
Kageyama.
Who did I just say?
You just said Dark. That's his English name.
Yes, it is! This is what happens when you play in the English version and then commentate on the Japanese version.
Yeah, but this is Taikoku's commander, Kageyama Reiji.
Yeah, he's the coach, and I think you later find out he's also possibly the principal.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh great. Oh man. And oh god, right. It's this scene.
Yep.
But I don't want to get on the ride.
No.
And Endo's really pumped up for this, and he's lecturing Goenji, Kanbito, and Megane for some reason. You didn't take him out of your party after the maid thing,
well, no, because the chapter kind of ended. I didn't get the chance to.
I guess so. But we've got a bus. We've got a bus now. The club now has its own bus, and we're gonna go see it. And it's gonna be really awesome, I'm sure, because you know, tour buses, right? They're kind of nice with the cushioned seats, and you can lean them back, and they come with the little cup holders.
Cup holders and footrests sometimes.
Oh yeah, the footrest bars. I always kind of like reflexively kick those though, because I can't keep my legs still.
Well, if you're on a bus like that for hours and hours, you kind of get bored enough, just like, I could kick this.
Well, it's like a 5-hour drive whenever I get on one of those coach buses to get where we're going, which is a major city. But I live in the middle of nowhere, by the way.
Yeah.
We've got cows. Or we did.
And horses.
And
corn.
And corn. And yeah. That's about it. And you're remembering to take Megane out.
And gotta remember to take him out as quick as I can, because just like, no, shouldn't have him in there. Because
he's bad.
He sucks. I don't like him.
He's bad. Well, I think part of the problem is that he gains experience like really super slow.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can technically use any player in this game if you really want to, but some people just obviously are not worth it.
Megane is one of those characters.
Oh right, I remember. I kept this one in because we actually get to see Kanbito do a shot, and his Hisatsu's new.
Yep, dynamite shot.
Did he actually kick that with the back of his heel?
No.
No? Okay.
He did a flip.
That person has a bow in their hair.
Yeah. You know, when I look at some of the pictures for the recruitable characters that you see in the random battles, sometimes I look at their pictures and I'm like, that looks like a chick, and then I have to remind myself, wait, these are all male characters in this game.
Well, the captain of the kids team was a girl, but that's because they're in elementary school and they can be co-ed.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the bus.
Yep, here's Fuyukai.
Big.
And that's a big bus. It's also a very gray bus. And he's like, yeah, on the bus, everyone, we're gonna go for a drive, and Doman's like, but I don't want to get on the bus.
Especially not you.
Who would want to get on the bus with that teacher? Oh, that would be terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and apparently he's all dirty for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't shave.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Oh my god, you should see him 10 years later. It looks so bad.
I'd rather see Goenji 10 years later.
True fact. Anyways, also Haruna's notebook has gone missing, which she just conveniently wrote down all of the team's Hisatsu's tactics and weaknesses in. Girl, why did you do that? Just why? That's such a bad idea.
Hey, gotta keep a record of everything to see how you're improving.
Yeah, but she let it out of her sight. She apparently just leaves it in the club room when she's not using it. And their club room is essentially a chicken coop. It's not that hard to break into.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah.
I like how the teacher answered for him.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Go away, Aki. No one cares. So, the game makes us walk all the way back to the club room just for another cutscene.
Oh, woe is us.
I know, time management doesn't happen. So everybody splits up to look for the notebook.
How could they find anything in that mess?
I mean, I've always wondered, that thing on the right, is that a foosball table or whatever they're called?
Yeah, it's a foosball table.
What is that doing in the soccer club room?
Because it's a soccer foosball game?
I know, but it doesn't have anything to do with practicing real soccer unless they're using it to map out strategic movements.
They might be.
That's
It
what,
might
yeah,
be.
that might be.
Oh well, middle school students, I guess that seems like a good idea.
Apparently. And you were complaining about girly characters to recruit? Do you not see Kazemaru?
No, I see him. I'm just like, oh, I assume there are other, like, actual chicks going to school here, so I assume, like, oh, that looks like a chick. Maybe they're part of these other teams.
No,
Like,
the only 3 females in the entire student body are the managers. Because they're like the only ones you see other than that Otani chick. And that other chick who stands in front of Natsumi's office. Those are like the only girls you see on campus.
uh-oh. Doman has returned the notebook.
Yes, we're being very tense and dramatic about this. Also, the happy music is still playing. I would like to point that out.
Yeah, it's just like, music change, maybe?
After the little happy chirp doodle, maybe. Nope! We're walking back to the bus! God damn it, game. God damn it, Momo! Remember where the bus is!
You'd figure it would be in the parking lot, but it's not in the parking
Big!
It's in its own parking lot.
Yeah.
Ah, onto the bus. Do not get on that bus. It hasn't been cleaned yet. Also, the
Sound effects.
Also, the brakes might not work, you know.
I like that Kazemaru is the first one who figures out that it shouldn't come off that easily.
Hey look, they're middle school students and they spend most of their time playing soccer. Engineering is not their forte.
I know, but Kazemaru's like the girliest one of all of them.
Well, that's because he happened to be, like, in that character position and the line. The way the characters that follow behind you react to certain things in the story, it depends upon, like, which character they are, if they're one of the original 12, and which position they are in the line, which is why a lot of the times you see one of the original 12 respond, but sometimes you get, like, Shadow responding or something. I see different conversations than Momo because I just use the vanilla team, which is the original 11 minus Megane but plus Goenji. Although I do think I swapped somebody out for Doman because Doman's really good. But anyways, the coach is fleeing after he's been found out to be a spy of Taikoku. I think he forgot to scream all hail Royal Academy while fleeing though.
Yeah.
So he didn't quite have the Batman villain exit and I was very disappointed when I was playing.
Well, he did say, "You'll all rue the day."
Yes, he did use that
He
line.
did, but he didn't like do any mechanical cackle or smoke gas or anything.
I think he's
He's-
too much of a wimp to do that.
He's kind of a plant. He's not a true villain. Just kind of there. Kind of like Quirrell.
Quirrell.
Sorry.
Harry Potter reference.
Oh god, you guys gotta stop doing that.
I don't do it that often.
I don't speak that language.
It was applicable.
Applicable. I also hate that word. Applicable. Applicable.
Only because you can't say it.
I know, right? Speech impediments. Applicable is how I always pronounce it. But anyway, so Doman says he's gonna go after the teacher because the rest of us can't risk getting injured because we have a match coming up. Which, you know, is true. There is some common sense in saying that. But everybody else is like, well, maybe he's just running away. And Endo's like, I believe in you!
No matter what.
Oh, man. And we can talk to Haruna again, apparently, despite the fact that plot's going on. If we try to walk over to the clubhouse, it's not going to let us.
No. Plot is going to derail us.
You mean on-rail us? I thought the plot was the rails. Now you're confusing me.
What if you want to change the rails to doing other stuff?
No, there's only one set of rails. That's why they're rails. Trains don't, like, suddenly hop tracks. They have to slowly turn, and it's technically, like, the same set of rails when they do that, because they have to move the rails,
Kazemaru was, like, coming in.
Yeah. Kazemaru and Kabuyama just randomly show up for this sequence. And whenever anybody reads out a letter in this series, you get this really, like, goofy-looking face of the character. Yeah, look at that face. You get the same thing later when they read another letter, and I'm like, they should stop doing that. It kind of ruins it for me that I just see... And the text box covers, like, the lower half of his face, so you just see his eyes peering at you. Anyways, this is Doman basically saying, yeah, so guys, I know you totally didn't figure this out already, but I was kind of a spy for Royal Academy / Taikoku Academy, and he was helping Fuyukai steal information because our team is apparently that much of a threat. I'm not sure when we established that we were a threat, but hey. And he's basically like, yo, sorry guys, you were pretty cool, I'm gonna go possibly get myself killed now. Bye!
And beware Kageyama.
Yeah, and beware of Kageyama, because he has a really scary looking face, man. Also, he might be, like, evil.
Yeah, there's a very good chance of that.
Pretty good chance. And Aki's trying to defend him on because they're old childhood friends, and Endo's like, hey, I believe him. He was good at soccer.
That must mean he's a good person deep down. That's basically this series logic for anything, you know, if someone acts like a jerk, but if they're good with soccer, they can't be all that bad.
Well, I think the exact terminology they use is if they're good at soccer and they have fun playing it. If you love soccer, you can't be a bad person, is the theory. If you're just good at soccer, but you don't enjoy it, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go ask Natsume's father if anybody else can take over as coach, because without a coach, we can't participate in official matches, so we'll lose by default.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of interesting. This was a bit of a multi-phase plan here. First they were gonna kill us with a bus. But if that failed, the coach ran off, so now we have no coach. You wonder why they didn't just have the coach run off in the first place? Like, just not show up to the match on the official day? That would have been, like, much more abrupt and harder for us to work around, because we wouldn't be able to call somebody in the last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently Kageyama is only used to using plans that involve buses.
And
buses,
imminent death.
yeah, buses and imminent death are his forte, it seems.
Oh, good lord. That man has a fixation on getting people accidentally killed. Accidentally on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and trucks. When he can't find any buses, trucks.
Yes.
Yes, you are responsible for Fuyukai. How did you look at that face and not see something suspicious? The man didn't shave properly.
Well, they were both wearing glasses. He decided to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Now, there's already a different academy for wearing glasses. I'm not even joking. There's an academy somewhere in one of the series that's like Eyeglass Academy, and that's like their little emblem is a pair of glasses.
Yeah, it's a book and a pair of eyeglasses. And it's just like, really? Really?
We have all the dumb academies you could possibly think of. All the ones with the really good names we never get to fight. Like, you'll see the tournament papers, and you'll see all these, like, normal or cool-sounding names. We end up fighting, like, Farm Academy instead. And it's like, I wanted to fight that other guy that was fighting them first. And here we're going with the whole, if we believe in them, they're certain to be fine, even if they have to run everywhere in single file.
The heart of the cards and all that.
Yeah, pretty much. Your character is getting a bit confused about where in the line they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
That
Also,
they
why do you
are.
have Kurimatsu in your group?
I felt like having him because he's a good defender.
Replaced him with,
You replaced
Magai.
Kazemaru with Kurimatsu.
Why?
That's what I was asking.
I don't know. I just didn't.
Hey, it's cool. If you felt like it, you felt like it. You don't have to explain yourself. We're just wondering if you had a reason.
No, I just felt like it.
I just felt like it. So, we're going to a noodle shop to try and find a coach. Because that's where all the coaches hang out, I guess. Noodle shops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think... Yeah, this is our first time going to the arcade section of the shopping center.
Yeah, this just opened up.
Well, they just let us into it, rather. I'm not sure which it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because before you would get blocked. So, here's some old fat guy wearing purple. Totally unrelated to the other old fat guy wearing purple that we know, I'm completely sure.
And he's in no way related to the legendary Inazuma 11.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. All the old fat guys wearing purple that we've seen so far. And we will see in the future, possibly. And he's like, I'm just a noodle man. I've got no time for football.
Now get the hell out of my restaurant.
Yeah, it's like, buy some noodles or get out. So, this is a ramen shop. I don't think they actually let us buy ramen here, though, which is a bit of a letdown. Oh, speaking of which, the fine veggies that we were talking about, like, way in the first couple episodes, I think they're actually, like, some kind of shish kebab. Because I took a look at the icon when I was finally playing, and they very much look like some kind of shish kebab thing to me. And I'm probably mispronouncing that. How do you say that?
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab? I was saying shush. I was putting a W in there somehow.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was.
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
But here's the old man that we saw running around the
Yes.
school grounds earlier.
That stash guy, he has a name now. It's Onigawara. I'm going to continue calling him that stash guy because that's a lot easier to say.
Or that hobo.
That hobo guy. Yeah. That weird stalker hobo. As if to differentiate him from the other stalkers we have. He's the hobo stalker. But apparently he used to be a reporter for a football magazine. And he just really wants to see the Ryman Middle School put together another team and go to the finals again because he felt really let down when the original Inazuma 11 weren't able to show up for the finals and just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if you were really devoted to cheering for the team, something like that would upset you for a while. I don't know if chasing after the guy who might have allegedly been responsible for it for 40 years is the normal reaction, though.
Well, I think he might have been good friends with them, I believe.
Yeah, I think you just spoiled it, but yeah, I think it turns out he was friends
We
with...
both spoiled it, so
Yeah, you totally did, but
No, you both spoiled it. that was on both of us. Don't you try to pin it all on me.
How did I spoil that? No, wait, I don't even want to know.
Nuts is innocent in all the spoilers.
That's because you don't know any! But yes, thank you, that's on record now.
Confrontation!
Oh yeah, he's gonna go yell at some old men now. Or rather politely talk to them, because that's how you yell at people in Japan. Actually, that is.
Yeah, that is correct.
That is correct. And then it turns out that, okay, wait, he's not an old football reporter, maybe he's actually some kind of police person. Which, you know, makes you feel better about him wandering around random schools. A little.
Just a little bit.
And
So he's hobo-like by choice?
yes, it's a camouflage so people don't think... I think he's the other kind of conspicuous.
Okay. That actually made sense to me.
Yeah.
The other kind of conspicuous.
How the hell did that make sense just now? I don't know.
No, it totally makes sense. He doesn't want to come off as having legal power, so he comes off as the opposite kind, having no legal power.
Okay, sorry. Took me a second.
Everything does.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, we're gonna go talk to, Mr. Ida. There's that frickin' Pompadour kid again. I really want to punch in his face every time I see it.
It won't go away.
Oh, it won't. And why do they have so many soccer balls lying around? But anyways, he's like, right, so we know you're one of the Inazuma 11 now, because some old guy, suspicious guy with a stash told us, and clearly it must be true. So we really need a coach, and we need a coach. We need to get that problem squared away so that we can go hunt down Doman and endanger all of us instead of just him. This is Endo's plan. And Ida's like, I'm not sure this is the best of plans, kids.
It's not, but at least it's coming from the right place.
As opposed to his brain, that's not the right place? You have no argument for that, do you?
No.
Alright. And there's Haruna.
Doesn't make me feel any worse about it. It's like, I know he cares about his friend. That's why he wants to go help him.
He cares about his friends because they play soccer. Occasionally he cares about soccer because his friends play it. But only very occasionally. But, yeah, so apparently Doman is over at the tower, and Aki went running off when she heard that news, because she thought she could do something. Maybe she could just, like, threaten to blog about it.
Expose them.
Because I'm sure she has a massive following on that blog. And all the old guys are having flashbacks to their old coach, which was Endo's granddad.
And there's their hobo man.
Yeah, there's Stash Man, bugging some more old folks. And he's like, you're the one who let the cat out of the bag. And he's like, yeah, but he's the one who ran all the way over here himself. Do you know how hard it is to control the DS running, and sometimes that took effort.
That took a lot of effort. We've been running around this entire chapter from point A to point B and point A to point B all over the place, and we haven't played a single soccer match yet.
Yeah, I don't think we actually get to play one this video. That's just how it ended up. There was just too much running around. And it's like, oh well, what can you do? Next match, though, that's gonna be fun. We can promise that. And by fun, I mean, at that point the game stops completely holding your hand and you actually get a serious opponent. And Momo finally remembers where she's allowed to exit the map from.
I totally forgot there was an actual fence there to keep you from going up onto the street. I'm just like,
yeah, so you don't get hit by a truck!
You know, in hindsight, I really should have realized that, but...
Goenji doesn't need anyone else to get salmon or mackerel.
But anyways,
right, so here's some more suit-controlled black people or whatever on Earth that's supposed to be going on. And Fuyukai is safely behind them threatening a child. Good job, kid.
Yeah, it's
the man's
really...
got a serious backbone. Not.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that. And now he's got girls. Oh wait, he's actually got the whole team. Right, because, you know, a bunch of middle schoolers can still beat up, like, 5 adults.
Easy.
Well, if we had the whole team, but on screen we've only got, like, 4 of us plus Doman and the 2 chicks. I mean, I guess Haruna could take that clipboard she's always carrying and, you know, bludgeon a couple of them. She might be useful. Aki, though, I'm not holding out any hope for.
Well, the girl used to play soccer, so she might have a...
Yeah, but that was years ago.
Well, and let's not forget that, you know, Endo can pull a soccer ball out of hyperspace and just kick it at people.
Yeah, this is bullshit magical soccer.
Let's not forget Goenji, who can make things flaming
fire.
balls
I mean,
go
we've
towards
literally
them.
seen him beat up gangsters with the flaming soccer ball.
Yeah,
I
but
think they're
the question
okay.
is, do we have a soccer ball on us right now? What happens?
Well, Endo will pull it out of hyperspace.
Guys, soccer battle, and you question whether or not we have soccer balls.
Well,
yeah.
I was questioning it before we got to the battle. Jeez. Anyways, yeah, we're fighting the suits again.
Joy, rapture.
Yeah, it's not gonna be any different, folks.
Nope.
But after the next match, we start getting into random encounters and stuff that are actually semi-challenging.
Oh hey, they actually dove for the ball. I haven't seen that.
Yep, that animation has happened a few times, but I haven't cut it out, so it was nice to be able to actually show that for once.
As he just kind of like floated there,
He
and then like, came back.
He kind of like floated sideways for a second, and then just abruptly decided to obey gravity. Curse you! You'll regret it.
I would have gotten away with it too if you weren't for you meddling kids.
And your damn reporter.
And Doman's having his down moment where he's like, but I betrayed Royal Academy and Ryman Academy. I have nowhere to go. It's not like there are like 50,000 other academies on this island, probably.
And Endo goes, you fool!
Yeah, I don't know why Endo said that. I mean, pot calling kettle here.
Yeah, seriously.
But Endo's like, no, seriously, you're a bro. Get back in line. Get back in line. And meanwhile, the stash dragged out some old men to watch this instead of helping the children who are being accosted. This is a great police officer, by the way.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, and here we actually get a picture of Daisuke.
Who has the most amazing handlebar mustache. Look at that. He looks like Flanders from The Simpsons or something. He really does.
Wow.
Now that I've said it, you won't be able to unsee it.
No. Dear God.
Yep, that's the point. So yeah, we're like, we gotta practice to beat Royal Academy, although we still don't have a coach. Well, it'll work out somehow.
Oh no! You did not just make that joke. Oh dear.
I just did, and it's okay, because no one will get it.
Not yet.
Oh, man. But yeah, Doman here is like, you know, Ichinose, you know that guy whose name was Ichinose? You know, that guy, right there. Oh, that kid. Yeah. He was a kid, and we knew him back in America. His first name is apparently Kazuya. I did not actually know what his first name was.
What?
So when she said Kazuya, I was like, I'm going to assume that's Ichinose.
It's not that, like, that's his only...
Dude, they only ever call him by his last name. Well, aside from that one character who called him Darling.
Oh! Yes, darling.
Darling. But, yeah, Ichinose. Too bad he's not here. Surely he would know what to do.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever come from that plot line, I'm sure. Speaking of which, Doman, seriously, get back in line. They're leaving you behind, man.
We're gonna go play some awesome soccer. Get in line.
Yeah, we're gonna replace you with that cat there if you don't hurry up. Or we're actually gonna let Kageyama replace you.
No, I actually want to see the cat play.
I'm sure cats could play some really good bullshit magical soccer.
But not Catmen. Dear God, not Catmen.
No, don't even bring that up again.
No!
I do not want to remember.
Bad cat boy, bad!
Oh, anyways, old people! He grabs